how to write your inquiry question and hypothesis. So here's a sentence stem that you can use in writing your inquiry question. The sentence stem is, what will happen to, and this is where you put in your dependent variable, if the, then put in your independent variable, is changed to, and then put in what you think will happen. So that's the sentence stem. So before you can do the inquiry question, you need to make sure that you have your independent and dependent variable. So going back to the Google Doc of your science fair project plan, right, here's my example where I have chosen my independent variable, my dependent variable, and then my control variables. So for me to complete my inquiry question, I need to have my independent variable and dependent variable decided. So once I have decided that, I am going to insert my independent and dependent variables into the sentence stem. So the sentence stem is, what will happen to the, and that's where I put in my dependent variable, right? So I'm going to write in, what will happen to the volume of foam created. Okay, that's my dependent variable. Okay, and I continue. If I change the, and then I put in my independent variable, right? Here's my independent variable. This is my independent variable, okay? If I change the concentration of hydrogen peroxide to 3%, 6%, and 12%, question mark. All right, so that's my independent variable. Okay, so that's my inquiry question. So now let's go to the hypothesis. So my hypothesis is me saying what I think will happen, right? So I'm answering my inquiry question, and now my hypothesis is my answer to my inquiry question, right? So my inquiry question will have this sentence stem, right? If the independent variable is changed to, and I say how my independent variable is changed, then the dependent variable will, and then I put in what I think will happen. All right, so that's my sentence stem. So going back to my Google Doc, I'm going to put in my hypothesis here. All right, so writing down what I think will happen with my project if I change the, okay, so what am I changing? I'm changing the concentration of hydrogen peroxide to 3%, 6%, and 12%. Okay, so do you see that this is my independent variable? Oops. Okay, there you go. Then the, okay, so I put in my dependent variable. Then the foam created will, so I'm going to think, will it increase or decrease, right? So as my hydrogen peroxide concentration gets higher in percentage, I think, this is what I think, that the foam created will increase as the concentration gets higher. Okay, so that is my hypothesis. I just answered my inquiry question. All right.